And then the next morning, we said, we're going to go to the voodoo cave. So 40 of us, mostly locals, we gather and we start to march up this mountain. That's wickedness in the face of God. He gives you authority. Challenge it. Because so many things and territories are uncontested.
Oh my.
There's no 911 to call. And I said, if God doesn't show up the way we desire, today we die. We go down into this cave, and that's where they do their sacrifices. Baby Doc and Papa Doc, they were dictators in Haiti. They were, quote, mounted by the demon in that cave. There was blood everywhere. We just show up in there, and we're like sharing the gospel. And all of a sudden, these voodoo priests raise their hands and back up against the back wall of the cave.
They couldn't have just saw y'all.
Right. You know, it wasn't us. They weren't afraid of us. So I stand up on this cow, share the gospel. I
You stood on the cow?
On the cow. Yeah. Like it's like
You more gangster than anybody I ever know.
And a church started meeting in that cave. When I travel to India, guess what I deal with? I deal with a Hindu echelon of spirits. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. If I go to Africa, we're having different spirits manifest. Go to Mexico, you're having Aztec demons manifest. I mean, if you want a demonology degree, watch Disney.
I believe it's in Ezekiel where it says, no longer will the sons pay for the sins of the fathers. And for those who say, I've chosen Jesus Christ, I've given my life to him, I'm part of his bloodline. There's no way that I can be affected by something in my bloodline. I've renounced my bloodline already by giving my life to Christ.
Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. Jesus dealt with the curse of the law, and Jesus dealt with the curse of sin. I do not teach we are dealing with the curses related to the law or sin. He took care of those curses, and he granted us authority to break every other curse. For a curse to land, there's two things it must have. One is a pre-existing evil action by an ancestor or something done to an ancestor. The second is a present-day permission, and there's two twin girls start showing him attention. He goes over one day, they start doing their thing, and then the girls say, we're going to stop. They're like, well, the only way we'll continue is if you sign this. And they opened up a scroll, and it is a dedication of his firstborn child to Moloch. He's like, psst. He signs that thing. They roll the carpet off of the floor. They've been having sex on a pentagram. Every firstborn male was a member of the Masonic Lodge but him. When he was born, his dad took him on his 8th day into the lodge, pierced his heel, and dropped one drop of his blood on the Masonic altar. A curse is not broken until it's broken.